So Apple might actually be about to break one of the longest, most reliable traditions in tech. For years, we've all known the rule. New iPhones arrive in September. You don't even need leaks for that. It's as predictable as the sun coming up. But a new report has dropped that suggests Apple might be getting ready to move one of its biggest iPhone launches to spring 2026. And not just any iPhone, the iPhone 18. If this turns out to be true, it would be one of the boldest schedule shifts Apple has ever made. Forget waiting almost a year between generations. This could mean the next big iPhone leap is only months away instead of a full yearly cycle. And honestly, that completely changes the rhythm of how we normally think about iPhone launches. According to 9to5Mac and a new claim out of China, Apple might actually split the timeline. The regular iPhone 18 could come out in spring 2026, while the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max stick to the usual fall release. And this isn't as random as it sounds. Over the past year, there's been a growing amount of chatter that Apple wants to spread its launches across the year instead of dropping everything at once. With more models, more variants, and possibly even new categories like a foldable iPhone expected around 2026, this strategy suddenly starts to make sense. We've already heard rumors about devices like a foldable iPhone sometime that same year, and talk of an iPhone Air potentially launching in spring 2027. But up until now, the general expectation was that Apple would delay certain models, not push them forward. This rumor flips that idea completely. The source claims Apple is planning to start mass production testing for the iPhone 18 lineup right after New Year's, with full-scale production possibly kicking off before the Lunar New Year in February. If that timing is even close to accurate, it lines up almost perfectly with a March 2026 launch window. And when you think about it, it does fit Apple's growing pattern. The iPhone 16e launched in late February 2025, and the iPhone 17e is expected early 2026 as well. But launching the main iPhone 18 alongside those? That's where things start to get interesting, because if Apple actually does this, it creates a bunch of huge questions. Would Apple really reveal a brand new generation iPhone months before the Pro models that are supposed to be the better versions? Would the new A-series chip arrive early, meaning the base model actually gets it before the Pros? What happens to the iPhone 17 lineup if the next generation appears only weeks later? Does Apple risk cannibalizing its own hype just to shift the calendar? Or is this Apple preparing for a much bigger change in how often iPhones update, how they position each tier, and maybe even how they compete with brands that launch new flagships multiple times a year? Whatever the plan is, if this rumor ends up being real, the iPhone world is about to get a lot more unpredictable. And honestly, that might make things way more exciting than the usual "see you in September" routine we've had for more than a decade. But what do you think? Is a spring iPhone launch something Apple should do? Or does September still feel like the only time an iPhone should exist? Would you buy an iPhone 18 months before the Pro versions even arrive? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I really want to know how you feel about this shift. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay ahead of these kinds of big tech shifts before they actually happen, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.